Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat and welcome back to a brand new video of all the Easter eggs inside of the Rift Tour event. Wow, there are so many to go over. I cannot wait. So, if you enjoyed the event at any point, tap that like button. Let's go for a huge goal of 25,000 and don't forget to pop in code POST, that's P-O-S-T, into your item shop and subscribe around here if you are new. Let's jump into this. Here we are, jumping into the Rift Tour straight off the bat. First off, we see like a strange structure as we go into the Rift. Let's just quickly replay that. So you can see the structure itself actually has the shape of the Storm King, and that's like kind of the first Easter egg as we go into the event, kind of hinting possibly that the Storm King's going to be in there. Well, we've already seen it, so we know he is in there, but this bit now is probably the coolest part of the event. So as we begin to glide through, we start to see different structures. At first, I missed it personally, but I go past it here. Look at that. Kevin the Cube from Season 6 floating around above Loot Lake. And then there's more. As I begin to go through, I see another one here. I'm looking at that like, there's Kevin. We missed that one there on the right. Unfortunately, I missed it, so I didn't get to see it. We see Peely here on the left. We also see another one here on the left with the volcano, which is crazy. And as we continue to go through, we then see the Storm King. The one I missed, if anyone knows what it is, let me know in the comments. It would mean the world to me. And also this one here, we also see the butterfly event, which was the unvaulting event as well. The same sort of area, which was crazy inside of that realm. We also saw that in the Galactus event. And then finally, the best one is Kevin the Cube. And wait a second, where is Kevin there? That isn't the chapter 1 map. That is the chapter 2 map. We're going to have to check that out in replay. We then see the rocket on the left over here. And then finally, we see Funkops. And at first, I thought this was going to be the butterfly, but it looks like he's holding something else. It almost kind of like sucks you in. And I don't know what it was, but it's a new substance. We don't know 100%. I just wanted to jump back to the Kevin the Cube bit because it looks like Shinner's actually found the location on the island. And you can see a picture of it here. It lines perfectly up with the Kevin bit, which is crazy. Could this mean that Kevin is coming back? I reckon he is, guys. I honestly do. And just before we get into some of the other Easter eggs, don't forget, guys, check out my fashion show map inside of Fortnite right now, guys. Welcome to 50 Fashion, a fashion show where you can play with up to 50 players. You'll have roughly 2 minutes to get yourself styled up, ready for the fashion show with glider, pickaxe, emote, and battling. Live your dream by hitting the big red button in the center room to become the only judge of up to 49 players in the fashion show. At the start of each show, the theme will be selected randomly, and each week we will cycle different themes out, so you'll never get bored of the same old themes. 50 Fashion has a 3-round format for its fashion show. Round 1 consists of your outfit, battling, and pickaxe. Round 2 is your emote combination, and round 3 is your best glider choice. Enter the island code on screen to enter your Fortnite game to join a Fortnite fashion show today, and don't forget to follow at 50FashionFN on Twitter for regular updates. So jumping back into the Fortnite world, we can see we actually transition into this next section where Juice WRLD starts playing the event. Now obviously I've turned off the music for copyright purposes here, so you guys can watch this video in the future, but in this first stage of the event, it's kind of like a little mini game. So you're kind of racing everyone else in your lobby, and if you grab these kind of orange ones, you gain a little bit of an advantage, and obviously the blue ones as well give you a little bit of a boost. So you've got to try and beat everyone, but sadly you never really find out who wins. I feel like I won this. I was definitely ahead of most players, but there was this other player that kept kind of catching up to me, but they never fully catched me. Kind of a little bit of an Easter egg. We also saw the giant skins in here as well, which was pretty cool. But overall, this section of the event didn't really hold too many Easter eggs or too many visual effects, which we've seen in the past. This was all brand new stuff and brand new mechanics, yet the actual surfboards that were on did give me driftboard vibes. For example, the motion that they would display at this point would definitely be similar to the boost effect that you would do with the driftboard, or even the surfboards now in creative. And then we transition into a new realm, probably the most beautiful realm I've seen ever in a Fortnite event. This is just amazing, and I love this. I hope we get this in Fortnite Creative. It almost feels unreal, like it's maybe even Unreal Engine 5. It doesn't even feel like we're in Unreal Engine 4. Look how good the graphics are, the lighting, it is incredible inside of this area. Obviously I've got max settings for this event for you guys so I could get the max optimization, but it's just incredible and it looks absolutely amazing. So yeah, I think this event overall was just incredible, and it was just insane, guys. Like honestly, the graphics for this were incredible. Like, it just looks beautiful. You can see all of the different, I guess, hearts in the sky. You've even got the huge Cuddle Team Leader here on the left, and just, you are on Cuddle Team Leader right now, so you are on the actual Cuddle Team Leader, or maybe even the umbrella. I wasn't too sure with this with Easter eggs, but then you start to see the planes, and this is where the fun begins. So this event started off really well with unique abilities and unique rift zones going through different areas. Randomly planes just appear. I don't know where they came from, but they appear, and you get put into the Storm King, which is actually a mini game. At first I didn't even realize it was a mini game. I was just kind of chilling, just enjoying the Storm King, thinking, whoa, check this out. And then I realized I was player free and I had to actually score points here on the Storm King, where we finally get to battle the Storm King once again in Fortnite. We haven't battled him since chapter 2 season 1, so it was great for him to return and actually have him in a mini fight. It was only short, sadly, but you can get bonus points on certain of these kind of, I guess, husks. So if you aim for the husks, you will definitely get bonus points when you play this again. Definitely consider doing that, guys. Also, if you aim for the Storm King's parts that you actually have to destroy in game, which are the crystals, you get more points. So you're going to be aiming for that sort of stuff to get the bonus points. There are some really high score, and I challenge you guys to get over a really high score in this event. Let me know in the comments what your highest score was. It'll be interesting to see who scores the highest in this, in the up and coming showcases of the Ariana concert. Sadly, I only got 81,000, but let me know in the comments what your score was at this point during the event. I loved it, and I hope you guys did as well. So after this, we go inside of the Storm King. We see the plane explodes, and we kind of go into the pit where he was, and we just kind of disappear. Now, at first, at this point, I did feel like we were breaking out of the loop. We'd entered a new realm. The way you get picked up with that kind of yellow glow, I was really excited for this. I thought that we were really going to be seeing something huge for the storyline. But we did see something huge as well, not storyline related, but still cool. So obviously you pick up your friend by pressing the revive. That was kind of a unique feature there. You actually have to press the revive button, which was, I thought, I've never seen something like that before, so that was cool. And you can see, obviously it starts to rise, these lights with all the revives, and then suddenly this butterfly appears, which, as we know, is the Ariana skin. It's pretty cool. It was an awesome event, and generally throughout this bit now to the end, there's some cool Easter eggs we can reference. I thought this was the butterfly. Sadly, it wasn't, but check out some of the effects here. We've seen some of these in the past. Some of these are brand new effects of all the star effects and stuff. So we're going to talk about that and just generally discuss everything that went on and references to different songs and stuff in this section. So it was really cool, and just overall, the power up you get and the way you get kind of like brought in with the yellow power was kind of like a unique feature, I thought, with the songs playing. And all the songs had different references at different areas. I feel like all references to different part of Ariana's act and different music points, which was pretty cool. I generally thought that we probably would have seen maybe a more of a longer part with Ariana. I felt like they really did split it out. It wasn't as much as Travis. It definitely wasn't centralized just on Ariana Grande, this concert. You can see you get teleported to this realm here, which I thought was really nice with all the bubbles and all the different stuff. I thought it was quite unique. Again, listening to these songs and referencing it to the bits inside of Fortnite, I feel like you could do that when you were actually watching the event with the actual lyrics and stuff. So if you do watch it back, I do have like a full version of it on my channel. And you could also emote in this section, which was really cool. And what was really cool here, it was the same ball that you were previously next to. It was the same ball that came out of the ground where the Storm King was. So you're actually coming out of the same section where the Storm King was right here, in the same ball that she kind of landed on with that kind of butterfly portal type thing. And you now end up in this bubbly field, which it just looks incredible. Like this, it doesn't even look like Fortnite. We're literally just watching this, like, what is going on? I thought this was the 0 point at first. It definitely gave me 0 point vibes, but it wasn't. It was just the wings being formed there on the Ariana Grande skin, which was pretty cool. So overall, that was kind of like a nice little transition. And then over this bit, like in general, it just blew my mind, guys. Like the effects, this is possibly what Fortnite could look like on Unreal Engine 5. I definitely feel like elements of this were on the upgraded engine. It just looks like it is. It's incredible. Obviously, like I said, my PC was max for this, 3090, fully maxed out. Everything was fully epic settings to get the best experience for you guys during this event. But it was just amazing. Like, look at that with the love heart, with the wings, and just the effects of everything going on around here. It was it was madness, guys. It was madness. So yeah, you can see obviously spinning around here with the rainbow that you get to, and now the transition into this bit, this was super awesome because this is where you begin to actually kind of float up and turn into the llama. Then later on in the event, we actually end up being the llama as well. And I've got a really cool Easter egg at the end of this video where we actually use that llama to get towards the mothership. So I'll show you guys that as well towards the end of this video as we transition in. But we then transitioned into this crazy cloud arena with all these kind of crazy stuff going on, which again, I thought was just absolutely amazing. You don't really see stuff like this very often, but you know, when you see something like this in an event, you think, what is going on? Like, it was just incredible. I absolutely loved it, and hopefully you guys did as well. I found this concept probably to be one of the best ones we've seen. I don't know, because it was definitely unique, and I don't know exactly, it wasn't exactly live, so I don't really class it as like a full concert. It's more of an event. So overall, I wouldn't put it up there as like the top ones, but it's definitely up there 7 out of 10 easily, maybe even more. But with the first part, it puts it up to like an 8 or 9 out of 10 with the transition and stuff. I thought it was really well done. So overall, a great little concert here for you guys, and I hope you did like it as much as I did, because I know I really did enjoy it. So yeah, definitely guys, it is one for us all to remember. So yeah, the transition to this next section was amazing. So this again references to one of Ariana's music videos with the upside down stuff, which was I think it's No Tears Left to Cry, which was kind of cool. So it was kind of a reference to that. I felt like it was anyway. I'm not like a huge Ariana Grande fan, but you'll have to let me know in the comments if I'm wrong or correct. Sometimes with this sort of stuff I can be wrong, so obviously I need you guys to help me correct me on that side of stuff sometimes. But yeah, I think it was awesome, and just generally the concert was amazing. So make sure guys, when you do rewatch it, try and get some really cool shots at this point, because this is when you can really get some cool interactive stuff. I also found a really cool Easter egg here. If you actually fall off, I wanted to try this, where do you go? So I decided, you know what, we may as well just fall off a few times and see where we go. So I decided to do that in this game, and you can see obviously you don't have to always go through the portals. You can actually skip ahead by just kind of falling off. I'll show you guys that there, but just in the previous clip. So it was kind of cool. Like, if you just fall off, you can just kind of skip ahead of the other players and not actually get in the same path of them. So it was kind of cool. A little bit of an Easter egg as well for you guys there, if you want to try that on the next up and coming concert. Just a really cool little feature, I thought, you know, nice little touch to it. And then this next part as well, you can also fall off up here and transition. And then finally the hammer goes up, we break the sky, and it breaks us into a new realm, like a galaxy realm. We go teleporting into there, and you can see Ariana is now in the rift, or kind of controlling the rift right here. And I thought this was probably my favorite part of the event. This was really cool. We recognize that sky. It's got the Fortnite star line, it's got the Fortnite cracks in the sky, the way the waves go, or the horizon should I say. And just generally this section is just amazing. Like, you start to see the rift, she rises from the rift, and you are like inside, kind of, you're not in the in-between in the storyline, but you know, you're in this new rift realm that was used for the portal which connected it, and you just see this, and the way you can kind of dance around as well in here. Again, it was just an amazing event, and it really did show off a lot of stuff, and you can see the way she grabs that as well. It's just incredible. Like, watch it be grabbed and the whole thing gets taken up, and it is just an amazing event. So watch, she takes the hammer, and that is where she swings it down, and the event ends. It goes into kind of like a slow motion type thing. I really didn't expect it to end like this, and you can see the transition into this section here now where she gets her wings out, she's ready to go. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the front of her in time. I was trying, I just couldn't get there, and obviously she swings down the hammer, and this kind of cracks or ends the rift kind of, and it causes her to fade into the distance like that, which was really nice. And then obviously the butterfly, or whatever that is, takes you back through the portal, and you've experienced everything, and you head back to the BR world. Now, that is where I ended up, and obviously I did try getting to the mothership. I'll show you guys some footage of that right here. So when you get through the portals, you actually get given this kind of floating llama, which is the emote, and also was used during the event. But there was these rings you could collect and gain 200 XP per ring. And then finally, the other thing you could do as well was actually take these rings up towards the mothership. And you can see what was really cool was the mothership itself was actually open. So I thought to myself, what would happen if I drive this llama to the mothership? Now, I'll probably make a separate video about this over on the second channel, because I thought it was kind of a unique topic. And also what happens if you stay in the game to the end, because I did that as well. And you can see I try, and I get towards the mothership, and you can see we're getting closer and closer every second. And as we begin to get closer, we start to kind of realize, you know, this place, it's crazy. Like, it really is. Like, you really start to get closer and closer. And I really want to get inside this, and I can't wait to actually get inside of this because it's going to be cool. And I just really want to get inside the mothership. I think it'd be amazing just to experience what it's going to be like in there. So you can see, obviously, I'm heading closer and closer to it, and we get closer and closer as time passes. And by the time we get to that, we actually, unfortunately, don't manage to 100% get there. And you can see I'm doing that here, and you can see the big portal there above me. It takes a little bit of time to fly there. And at this point, I was thinking to myself, possibly we could make it in here, but I was just kind of trying my best to get right underneath it and then go underneath towards it, and just hoping that I glitch through maybe an invisible barrier that's up there. I tried everything to get up to it. I really wanted to get inside of it, but unfortunately, it just looks like this barrier here is just keeping me just too low. And look how close I am getting to this right now, guys. We are so close from getting inside of it, but just unluckily enough, I just don't manage to get in, and I'm really trying my hardest to get up there. You can see I'm pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and it is just pushing me back down. And eventually, I just say to myself, I'm not getting up here, am I? I'm trying, and they've put an invisible barrier in. And just imagine if they didn't, how cool it would have been to fly up on this lava inside of that mothership. I think on lava, I should call it, alarm, I should have called it. But yeah, pretty cool stuff, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the fashion show map, guys, if you haven't already. The code is down below in the description. 50 fashion. There are thousands of people playing that right now, so jump on in, guys. It's super awesome, really cool map, and you guys are gonna love it. You can become the judge and everything. So check out the fashion show map, guys. It really would mean the world. Once again, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and this is Postbox Pat signing out.